Hi, this is Kevin Van Ord standing in for reviewer Miguel Concepcion to tell you about Dark Souls 2: Crown of the Sunken King. The road to the emotional rewards of the Souls games is strewn with sweat-stained controllers and saintly patience. And the fear that pervades every game in the series is just as prevalent in Crown of the Sunken King, the first of 3 content packs for Dark Souls 2. The add-ons' interconnected levels echo the woven layout of the first Dark Souls without feeling like a full-on throwback. You'll experience the tension of cautiously venturing into an unexplored path, only to realize that much to your relief, you've stumbled upon a new shortcut to an old bonfire. From Software builds on this positive sense of exploration with sets of environmental puzzles, some of which alter the shape of the landscape itself. It's not only to access new areas, but also to attain items that are seemingly beyond reach. This encourages a level of thought and experimentation that the main game lacked. Crown of the Sunken King also differs from Dark Souls 2 stylistically. Whereas Dark Souls 2 had a clearly European look, it's hard to miss an early temple's Aztecs influence. Yet given the series' otherworldly look overall, the contrast is neither jarring nor off-putting. Crown of the Sunken King is very difficult and assumes you've made substantial progress in the main game. By placing its initial access point in Black Gulch, you'll be modestly conditioned for the trials of Shulva, Dragon's Sanctum, and Dragon's Rest, the 3 areas of the DLC. If you recall the dark and often unsettling areas that lead to Black Gulch, then you won't be surprised at the equally dreary locales in Crown of the Sunken King. Here, you meet the grotesque insects known as the corrosive egg crawlers, whose bulbous silhouettes induce goosebumps when encountered in a poorly lit hallway. It's no wonder that many Souls fans classify the series as survival horror. Combat in Crown of the Sunken King is at its most rewarding when you have the presence of mind to use your environment to your benefit. Yet sometimes you die while learning how each new opponent behaves. Your tactics and difficulty against the bosses will depend on how much Dark Souls 2 you've played up to this point. Crown of the Sunken King is guilty of having bosses who occasionally behave like reskins of other characters. Sin closely resembles the Ancient Dragon, while Queen Alana could be mistaken for a sister of Queen Nashandra. The only boss that has any true originality is a trio of human-sized enemies. When you're dealing with 3 enemies, each with a different weapon skill, no 2 battles are alike. Your only hope is to make sense of the chaos. Dark Souls 2 by itself is so rich and robust in its challenges, but still leaves psychological scars from battles against the likes of the Poison Rat King and the Smelter Demon. Its standout exploratory design and abundance of engaging enemy encounters makes Crown of the Sunken King a worthwhile playthrough, but a hair short of being essential.